poppin', y'all? This is Deidre with One Shot Game, man. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. The choice is yours on which route you choose to take. Now, as I always say, you get two choices: the ability to faithfully settle in the life that has been set out for you, or the ability to pave a path towards your destiny. That choice is also up to you. So before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great, and even the ones behind the scenes, I see y'all too. So look, this one not gonna be too long because I'm about to wrap it up and enjoy the rest of my day. But I just wanted to come on here and say that, listen, in order for me to be able to come up with the type of content that I create, because I know for a fact mine is very different from a lot of what you see on the internet, which is recycled, regurgitated stuff that holds people's attention, that people are sitting up here getting paid for. You're not really learning anything, you know what I'm saying? You're not really becoming better. You're just watching it in hopes and in search of, I don't know, but it's a mind control thing. But again, a lot of what I get my motivation, you know what I'm saying, and creation comes from human experience. I would not be able to create the type of content I created for y'all without having the ability to live my 36 years of life on this earth and this planet by observing, you know what I'm saying, human interaction, having experiences, what I've learned, what I've been taught, how I became better. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a lot of what is not being taught about life. It is just basically, you know what I'm saying, a monetized type of thing where people lock in to keep them focused to help that person generate income. And now again, I'm not taking from that, but I believe now there's still money in the world, but it's going to be, you know what I'm saying, awarded to the people that have the ability to be themselves, not people that use it to just not really uplift people, but to help themselves only. You know what I'm saying? Everything I talk about has came from an experience I've experienced in my life. So your greatest teacher is your life experience. You know what I'm saying? And by using that, you can take that wisdom you've gained out of that and use it to help uplift someone else who may have been going through the same type of process or experience than you and don't know quite yet how to maneuver out of it because maybe what they know is not working. And they need a little bit of assistance from someone who may have the same life path, who might can just give them some additional advice to maybe step a different way to be able to handle it. You know what I'm saying? So personally, you know what I'm saying, they need to start really, how I feel, giving credit to the people that are original content creators, not people that are just copying and mimicking and getting heck of views. For instance, there are people on YouTube that fake act like they giving people money. You know what I'm saying? When you can really tell that the whole scene was acted, and these people are getting views and making money off of that. And I think that's truly because people in this era would wish someone would come up to them and get them some money. It's just mind controlled, you know what I'm saying, content. What about the people out there that are creating content that's original? That's, you know what I'm saying, talking about things that people have no idea about. You know what I'm saying, that they probably would like to have some insight about. And I feel like a lot of people gravitate towards content in this new world where they're able to experience what the person is talking about. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to grow their life in a way where you're trying to measure your life with somebody who got $3.8 million and you ain't got that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you want that life, but you don't know how to get there. And they're not showing you how to get there. You're just idolizing it. So it's a mind control thing. You know what I'm saying? What about the original creators that have a way of, you know what I'm saying, using their life experience to help people grow, to understand that you can become better and make it out of whatever you've been through, as long as you're ready to grow and elevate. Again, that is not to take away from a lot of the creators, because I watch them, they're great and they're good. But what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying, the original content, the people that are actually having the ability to have people, you know what I'm saying, help elevate and grow. Now again, this is just content. This is not a measure up to my real life and what I'm doing. It'll all balance the scales as soon as it aligns up energetically. But since we're still fighting a battle, a lot of people don't want to hear truth. Truth is scary. People don't like it. It's dangerous. They rather avoid it. They rather follow the train. You feel me? Play, follow the leader, do what everybody else is doing. So I get why my own life experience may be similar to someone else's, but they're not ready to handle that truth yet, because they're still hiding behind that and trying to generate revenue and an image by what they have. So they still out there chasing false things, not real life. You know what I'm saying? But as we move and push into this new way of living, I feel as if people need to understand your life, your experience, your growth, and not the person that stays stagnant in it, but the person that overrides it and grows are gonna be the people that elevate and grow. Because you got to think about it, some people will not grow, and so the people coming up behind them are going to be stay stuck, and they might need the tools, the advice, the guidance, the wisdom to be able to understand, okay, look, this person went through this, I can grow out of it too, if I take away what I can use towards my life to help elevate and grow. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Understanding and realizing that, you know what I'm saying, I feel like honesty and truth is key. It will set you free. It's what's gonna set you apart from everyone else. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people avoid it, a lot of people don't want to admit it, and a lot of people are still stagnant because of it. You know what I'm saying? But again, understanding and knowing that I know my content's different. It's unlike anything ever seen. Granted, it's other people that may have created it, but maybe it wasn't the right time. And then people have thousands of views and followers, you know what I'm saying? But somebody who actually is standing energetically behind the content they create means that is their truth. And a lot of times people are not energetically aligned with that yet. So it may be a little bit behind. But again, knowing and realizing that my content came from life experiences, from the times I had with people, from my life, from things that I learned and how I'm becoming better because of it. So I think that's very important that we take a look at that instead of basically just being brainwashed and hardwired to look at content that promotes fake. You know what I'm saying? Promotes hiding, promotes, you feel me, going and pushing away from your inner self. Because what's going to happen is you're going to push more into covering up the real with a lie. And once you see that that's not working anymore, you're going to be deeply upset that you chose that route instead of discovering your truth. You know what I'm saying? Because again, like I said, that's what's going to set you free to be able to handle what's on this world right now. Because whether you want to believe it or not, the energy is changing. And if you want to keep living the same lies you've been living to get ahead in life, it won't fit in this new energy, and you'll have a dangerous time trying to move forward. So again, if I were you, I would try to understand your truth and gravitate towards it and realize that your most deepest wounds are your most deepest, biggest strengths that are going to help you to grow and overcome the person that you were taught to be instead of the person you're trying to be. Because authenticity and being your real self is what's going to survive in this world. I see the change. It's happening slowly, but I'm following and trusting the process. So as long as I see it and I know it, I don't need nobody to tell me nothing. I'm still going to stand in my authenticity. I'm still going to tell the truth. I'm still going to tell it like it is. But you got to think, there are so many people who've been brainwashed to hide the truth that it takes time for the truth to slowly start being rebuilded. You know what I'm saying? So otherwise, I wouldn't be over here on these YouTube videos promoting myself with anything to talk about that wasn't already, you know what I'm saying, lining up with what somebody else got going on. People like creativity. People like different. It just takes a time for your wave to hit. People don't want to listen to the same thing over and over and over because it becomes boring. So as we shift into this new energy, I'm bringing original content based off my life experiences of being authentic and being real. And so for anybody out there that's having a hard time creating, understanding that your life process is what's going to help you create. It's where you get your experiences from. It's how you got your growth. It's where your creativity is sparked from. You know what I'm saying? So without human experience and me just sitting around on YouTube all day and, you know what I'm saying, trying to create my life like other people I see, you are not going to get it that way, because you have to actually get out there and have some experience to be able to talk about, to figure out where you want to go in life. I mean, that's just the real of what it is. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful. Pay attention and understand that you have to do the healing work before you can actually get out there in the world and create. Otherwise, you're going to just be absorbing other people's energy, stealing their ideas because you have no original creative heart space, because you're just siphoning other people's energy and you haven't yet come to terms with who you are. So it wouldn't be original. It would be copied because you stole it from someone else. You know what I'm saying? Because you steal other people's energy to feel good about who you truly are. Despite your wounds, those made you. Understanding and realizing that, I big salute to everybody I love, everybody I care about, everybody that I have experienced in my life. You guys have paved the way for me to be able to come up with my creative projects. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I love hard. And again, I had so much experience, good times, bad times, all of it. You know what I'm saying? That is where the majority of my creative heart space comes from. So again, understanding and realizing that your people will make your experiences. You know what I'm saying? Your experiences will make your creative project. Your creative project will set you up for your life. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't know what it is, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.